My name is Pooja. I'm 23 years old, and I work as a bartender part-time at 2 different bars, mostly evenings and on weekends.
So this interview is for an exercise in a course that I'm taking this semester. For the purpose of this exercise, do you consent to being interviewed or recorded, please?
Oh, yes, I'm okay with that. So I'll start with the bar I've been working at for the longest. I work kind of in Commerce City near the Grizzly Rose. At the Comfort Inn, there's a bar between the hotel, and then there's a place called Denver Mart, which is actually like I don't know how to describe it, but it's kind of like a convention center / trade show center. They just do a bunch of events there, event center. And then I currently also work at the Residence Inn.
Okay.
Definitely more higher end. I would call it the complete opposite end of the spectrum because it's in Boulder, so it's definitely like a different group of people, a lot of corporate accounts, a lot of businessmen, a lot of people just like that can't afford it. This is a place that's like $200 a night type of place. Extended stay, so we get regulars, but then you also get the passerbys. A lot of people here for events, traveling. A lot of people here to see CCU. A lot of visiting scholars actually, which is really cool. Definitely more men.
Okay, overall.
Yeah. At the Marriott, it's definitely more women on the staff.
Okay.
At the in Commerce City, it's definitely mixed. So bartenders, at least like the people, my coworkers, we basically do the same thing. Stocking, cleaning, prepping, like cutting limes and stuff.
Okay.
And then everyone pretty much does the same thing at their own, level. Pretty similar things. I think it's the only difference would become like customer relations, like what type of conversations you'll have, how much effort you have to put into your conversation. So this is where like my ethnicity and my race probably play into it more than my gender. We've definitely noticed that I get a lot less tips than they do. It's just, and again, it could be like blatant racism, or it could be just a bias that like people don't realize that they have, I know what I mean? I can't pinpoint the exact reason.
No, that's perfect.
But the color of my skin does have to probably play a role in it. Again, I know it's focused mostly on gender in the workplace, but I would say definitely, and I won't say no for a fact. This is just from my experience, but I think female bartenders tend to have to go through a lot more worse customer relations, like sexual harassment in the workplace. Like, I cannot tell you the amount of male customers that have I wouldn't say physically sexually harassed me, but will make comments or anything like that will be very blatantly sexually harassing me, and and it's where do you draw the line? Because customers are always right. People always come to the bar, especially older men, or even women. It's everyone, they question my ability to be a bartender.
Sure.
Yeah, so the other experience, that's the one that really stands out, because I think it was a time for me where I knew I had the support of my staff, and I thought I didn't.
Yeah.
But one of the guys in particular would start hitting on me. At first I was just as a bartender, it's flirtatious banter, and I'm okay, I'll say thank you, okay, haha. And then it just kind of like kept going on, but he kept doing it. What do you think of a man that travels and works? Does your man work? And I was scared to even walk to my car. I would have the manager be hey, can you wait at the door and make sure I get into my car? But yeah, that was the one other thing that I definitely know, gender in the workplace, definitely anything it's really common is to have some sort of sexual harassment, whether it's your coworkers or with customers.
Well, thank you so much for sharing. Do you have any final statements you want to make?
Not really. Pretty straightforward interviews, so I think you got everything you needed. I just think as awareness increases, the workplace just gets better,
Yeah, exactly.
As long as people are aware.
So,
yeah.
Well, thank you very much.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Thank you for your time.